And now we are done with creating the desktop version of our website, and we can see that it looks and acts perfectly. But if we go to our mobile device and we check out our website, we're going to see that it doesn't look that great. And all of this text is just way too big, which causes all the space on this side. And if we scroll down, we can see the experience is too big, and the Dan's Plumbing text is also too big. And if we click on the play button, we can see that it just doesn't work the same as it does on the desktop version, and it just looks really bad. So what we need to do is we need to display different content and lay out the pages differently on a mobile device than we would on the desktop device. And this is what really professional websites do, is they know that it's a different experience on your mobile device. So we need to have a different sort of layout. So it's pretty easy to do. Let's pull this back up right here. And let's begin creating a different home page for your mobile device. So just click on Page Builder once you're on your home page. And what we want to do is duplicate this entire row. So we can get rid of this for now and go over here and click Duplicate. All right, now that we have 2 copies of this row, we want to edit the settings. So go to Row Settings, and we want to change it so, click Advanced, and we want to change it so that it displays on large and medium devices only. So this row is only going to show up on large and medium devices, basically large or medium screens. Press Save. And this one, if we go and edit it, the row settings, we only want to show on small devices. And this is the real professional way to do this. So click Save. So it's going to show up different content depending on if we're on a large screen or a small screen. So now what we can do is we can exit out of this to remove it so that this is centered. And we can remove this because this didn't work on our small device. So let's remove that. Okay. And now we can change the image, because if we keep this image, then it's going to focus in the center and it's going to just cut my dad off. And we don't want that. So we're going to click on Row Settings and we're going to upload the same image, but then we're going to crop it. So we're going to edit this image and we're going to upload files and select files. So let's upload the same image and let's edit image right here. So just click on Edit Image and click and hold a selection, and we're just going to select it so they're at the center of the image. All right, so that looks pretty good. Then press the crop button up here and that will crop it. You don't want to crop your original image because that will mess up the main picture. That will mess up the desktop. So make sure you upload another image. Once we do that, we can press Save and we can press Update. If we if we go back to our website, it's not going to have it updated right here. So we're going to exit out and we're just going to click Refresh. All right, and now if we go back to row settings, that image should be there. So there it is. Now it's going to look a little funny because it's not on a mobile device, but we need to add padding to it anyways, because we want this text to be, more where their stomachs are and not over their faces. So we're going to go to Advanced and we're going to add padding to the top of 130 pixels, just so it pushes down a little bit. And once we do that, then we're going to resize this headline because it was too big. So we're going to do it 75. And there you go. It's much smaller. Once we do that, For the mobile device, I want to add a call to action button here that just says call, and one that you can click on your mobile device and it will start, calling the phone number. So let's see how to do that. Obviously, we can add content and add a column and do it ourselves, or we could go to content blocks. And if your content blocks aren't working, just click refresh and then refresh your page. Let's do this one. And let's edit it because it's missing 20 pixels from the bottom. 20. All right, and let's go and let's make it the color of the color that we keep 26. All right, and press save. Once we do that, let's edit the text, and let's delete every button except for one to keep the formatting. And let's put in our phone number. And now we can delete that letter. All right, once we do that, let's make it a link, the phone number, and let's just put in TEL and a colon, and then put the phone number. And this will add the mobile link, so when you click on it, it will call. It's pretty cool. All right, press save. And now what we want to do is we want to edit this row so that it is only on small devices. Now we can click, hold, and drag, and let's drag it right under. Because the play button didn't work on the desktop, we need to embed our video right here, right under here. So what we can do is we can go to content blocks, and you can go to video. And so I don't know why it adds 4. If it does that, just exit out of them. Weird. So this is the desktop version and this is the mobile version. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. And let's go to the row settings and make sure that this one is on small devices only. So right now it's on medium and small. Let's just do small devices. Press save. And let's edit this. And what we can do here is we can copy in our YouTube video URL and paste it in here. We don't need to put the embed code. That is just perfect. And press save. All right, now that that's done, we want to click, hold, and drag again and wiggle it around a little bit. So it goes up and drag it right under here. So we have, for our mobile, we have this image, call, and then right here. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to make this text smaller. So just go ahead and duplicate this whole row and make sure that this one is on, if we click on edit, make sure this one is on an advanced, large and medium devices only. Press save. And make sure this one is small devices only. And save. All right, once we do that, we need to resize this experience. So just click on the wrench. And let's resize this to 50, the main headline. And let's resize the sub-headline to 18. And press save. All right, so now it should work perfectly on our mobile device. Let's go check it out. Press done and publish. And let's go ahead and click on refresh. And as you can see, it looks perfect. So we have that Dan's Plumbing that fits in there that didn't fit in there before. We have the click to call. So just click and call. We have the video that works perfectly. If we just play it.
When something goes wrong in your home, you can always find a plumber
nearby. We could even turn it sideways.
But not always one that you
full-scale remodel. And we have that experience that fits in there beautifully. So now that we have that done, let's go and check out the menu. We do need to change the color of this menu. And but first we're going to change the about page. So if we click about, we can see that it does fit in there perfectly and the text is good. But these images, if you see, we can see a little space on the left side and on the right side. And we want all of the images to not have any of that spacing. We also want the click to call feature. So let's go ahead and work on that next. All right, so let's go to our about page. And let's go to page builder. And let's duplicate this row and this one. So just under the row, just click duplicate. And we can do it again for this one. So just duplicate it. And we're going to change all the settings so that the top one is desktop and medium devices, large and medium devices. And let's do this one so that it is small devices only. Save, and let's do the same thing for this one. Small devices only, okay. All right, once we have done that, let's edit this so that it is click to call. So let's just click on it. And we don't need to make this only small or medium devices. I mean large and medium devices. We can make it all devices. So just click on this and let's do that tel, TEL, colon, 310-743-3190. All right, and add link and press save. Okay, and now let's get rid of all of that padding only on the small devices. So let's go over here and go to photo settings and go to advanced, and let's get rid of all of this. So 0 tab 0 0 0. Press save and do that again for this one. Advanced 0 0 0 0 and save. All right, let's do it on this bottom one right here. Advanced 0 0 0 0 and this one also. Advanced 0 0 0 0. Okay, so now none of the small devices have any padding on the side, but they do still have padding on the row. So go ahead and click row settings and go to advanced and make sure there's no padding on the top and no padding on the bottom. We could also make sure there's no padding on the left or right, but that doesn't really matter too much. We could just make it 0 0 for safekeeping. All right, let's do that again for this one. So let's change the row padding. So advanced, let's just make all of these 0. All right, and press save. Okay, now that we have done that, it should show up perfectly on the mobile device. So let's go check it out. Press done and publish changes. It should only show the regular ones for the desktop, and it does. And this still shows up. And we can minimize this and check out the mobile version. All right, so I have the mobile version right here. It was messed up before, as you can see, and this didn't work if you press the call button. Let's refresh this, click it, and go. And we can see now that it works perfectly. There's none of that spacing. And we have the click to call, and it works perfectly. All right, so now that that page is done, let's go on to the services page. And we can see that our services page is already looking really good because it is responsive. But if we scroll down, we will see some funny things like if you click on this right here, it doesn't call, it's not click to call. And you see that my dad and Danny, we don't see their faces. If we hold the phone sideways, we do see their faces, but let's get another image in there where they're closer together. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to make it click to call, and we're gonna make it so we see their faces. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pull up the screen and click on Services. And let's click on Page Builder. Now we can exit out of here so we have a little more room, and we could just duplicate this row. Once we do that, we can go ahead and edit right here, the text editor, and we're going to make this text a little smaller. So we're going to make it 38 instead of 48. And we're also going to make this a link. So let's make it a link. And let's do TEL, colon, and the phone number. And press Add Link and save. All right, once we do that, we can now add in the other picture that's better. So go here and edit and upload files, and we're going to select files, and we're going to select another picture where they're closer together, and press open. Once we do that, click select photo and go to advanced, and we don't want any padding at the top, so we're going to press 0 for that. Save. That moves the text up a little bit, and we're also going to edit it here, and we're going to see if there's any padding. Top 20 is fine, but we're also going to add in some space here, maybe 4 extra spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and press save. And this just makes it so it's a little longer. All right, once we do that, we're going to press done. Oh, no, we're not done yet. We have to edit this and make sure that, go to advanced and make sure that this displays on large and medium devices. And this one only displays on small devices. The most important part. All right, then press done and publish changes. Now we can pull up our phone. We can minimize this. And we can see that it's not working now, but if we click refresh, we can see that it is much better. So we go down and we see their faces, and we have the call us, and you can click on it and it will call. Just like that. All right, now that we've done that page, let's go and look at our contact page and see if it works okay on the mobile device. And as you can see, it's already responsive, so it is looking pretty good. And you can zoom and with your fingers, or zoom up, or move the map around however you want. That's a little too far. Okay. And of course you can fill out the form, and it works just like it should. All right, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to work on the menu. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's change the colors to the menu. And to do that, we need to pull up our page. And to change the colors of our menu, it's pretty easy. Just click on Customize. And under Header Options, click on Mobile Menu and check this button so that it flies out so we can edit it while we look at it. And for the menu background color, we're going to do a light white. So not pure white, but a very light white, maybe FE. All right, and for the link color, we're going to do 262626. So we're going to keep with that dark gray. And for our link hover color, we could just do also a lighter gray. It doesn't really matter. You don't really hover on mobile too much. And then we can make this dark and light. That's fine. For the header buttons, let's make it light. And for the button block text, let's again do the 262626. And for the link, we can also do 262626 and this 26. Obviously, you can make it any colors you want. All right, once we're done with that, we're gonna press save and publish. It has changed here, and we're gonna exit out of here. If we want this right here to be able to click and call, which is probably a good idea, go back to customize and go to header options and header right block content. So now we're gonna need to put in some code, and we're gonna put in href equals, and in quotes put that that colon and then our number. Let me explain this all to you, and then end it. So you put a less than sign and then an anchor tag and then an href tag, which stands for hypertext reference. That's just a fancy way of saying it's a link. And then you begin it like this and you end it like this, and then anything you put in between another a, so a greater than sign / a, and then a less than sign / a, then a greater than sign. So everything in between these two a's, this a and this a, is the link. And you don't need to memorize any of this. You could just Google HTML link and it'll give you the code, and you can copy and paste it in there. All right, and this is the code that we already knew from before. So once we do that, we can press save and publish and exit out of here. And now what we can do is we can check our phone. So let's minimize this. And we can see here that if we click on it, it's the old one, but obviously we need to refresh. So we'll go back to the home page and we'll click on it, and it has changed. And now it is mobile friendly. It works perfectly, obviously. And we can click on that phone number to call. So there you have it. We have completed the mobile version of our website.